All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Admitted Student Celebration. Just to kind of do a few housekeeping things before we go ahead and get started in celebrating you guys for being admitted to Montana State. A lot of you guys have committed to us, which is really exciting. With that, as long as you continue your process with us, we'll see you as coming to MSU, which really makes us admissions counselors feel even better knowing that we're connecting with you guys, getting you ready to attend beautiful Montana State, but also live in Bozeman, Montana. So before we get into our celebration here, I want to go ahead and share our little technical slide. So if you are not able to hear the audio very well, if you're having any troubles with anything, you can go ahead and use these numbers to log in, whether it's another phone, anything like that, or access code. Also, this is being recorded. So if you have students or you missed something today during the presentation and you want to reference it, you will be able to see it. We will post it tomorrow on our website in the later afternoon of the day. With that as well, you'll get a recording of this entire session sent to your email for attending. It is really important to note that today, one of our pieces that we have for you guys is a trivia, and it's going to be hosted on Kahoot. So if you guys are on a phone, if you have the ability to have dual screen, that would be super awesome with your phone. Or if you have the opportunity to maybe listen on a computer and utilize your phone for the trivia, that would probably be even better. Or vice versa, if you're listening on your phone and have access to a computer, you could do the trivia on your computer as well. We just want as many people to participate in our Kahoot. So we'll get into that a little bit later about some of the trivial things with that. But on Chun, see what I did there? Trivia, trivial. But with that, again, if you need to log in having any technical help, please go ahead and do that now. So who are you talking to? It's probably the most important thing. You want to know who's getting you excited to attend Montana State outside of our other admissions counselors. But tonight, I'm going to be leading this session for you guys, hopefully getting you pumped, ready to come to MSU. I'm Charlie. I'm an admissions counselor here. I did not graduate from MSU Bozeman. I graduated 2 hours east from MSU Billings. So I'm a yellow jacket, but at the end of the day, I'm always a Bobcat at heart. I graduated from MSUB in fall of 21 with a degree in a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with minors in Psychology and Sociology. And now I'm working on my master's program. You probably never would have caught me dead a few years ago in a master's program, but here I am pursuing, which is really exciting. All that being said, I'm from Wolf Point, Montana. So with that, going into kind of knowing where we're from, if you guys can throw into our chat where you hail from, all around the United States, that would be really exciting, so we can kind of check out where you guys are tuning in from, checking out all those different areas, and maybe we can go over there and get some of your friends to also come to Montana State. I'm seeing some really fun things. I see Roundup Montana right there, super exciting. I visited your school this fall, fun fact. Anyways, with that, what are we going to do tonight? We have a few things lined up here. Oh, and here's my one final picture. If you guys did not know, this is me, the little picture that popped up. I served as MSUB's mascot, so a little fun fact about Charlie. This is what we're going to have for tonight. We're going to go ahead and introduce you to the rest of the counselor staff. Maybe you'll see someone that you've talked to, had a meeting with, visited your school, whatever it is, you'll be able to meet everyone that's trying to make sure that your movement from your home to MSU, your new home, is with ease. So we're going to go ahead and introduce our other admissions counselor staff. We're going to go into a trivia with some prizes on the line, so you want to make sure to have that other piece of technology available, as I said. We're also going to talk about some events that happen for you as an incoming student and some different things that you should really focus on as you're thinking about coming to school. So what MSU debut is, we'll get into that later. Cats Connect, Move-In Day overview, different things like that. We'll have a little Q&A session talking about some frequently asked questions. And then, like I've been saying, if you were here at the very beginning, we're going to go out into some breakout rooms so that you guys can meet your fellow students students that are also coming to Montana State. Hopefully make a couple relationships there. You have some friends coming in, maybe you'll see each other at orientation, all of that good stuff. But this is just kind of what you should expect for tonight. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop it over to our first counselor, Anna. I'll let her introduce herself and then we'll continue from there.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna. Like Charlie said, I am not originally from Montana. I'm from Iowa, graduated from the University of Iowa 2 years ago, and I have 2 degrees, one in film and one in creative writing. I'm super excited to be here, super excited to see you all again.
Hi everyone, I'm Andromeda, originally from Great Falls, Montana. I did attend MSU Bozeman. I graduated about 2 years ago with an English teaching degree.
Hi guys, my name is Anna Herbert. I'm another admissions counselor. I grew up in the Twin Cities area of Minnesota, got my undergrad here at MSU, and studied human development and family science.
Hi everybody, my name is Emily Kappas. I'm the last admissions counselor. Originally from Great Falls, Montana, born and raised. Graduated from MSU a whopping 1 year ago, where I pursued degrees in marketing and management from the Jake Jabs College of Business and Entrepreneurship.
So now that we are over with our trivia, we're going to go ahead and talk about just a few things that you'll experience here on campus. Whether you're coming in as a first-time student, making sure you're keeping up with your checklist, all of that good stuff. So going into that just a little bit. So as an incoming freshman here at Montana State, you'll want to make sure to attend a few things during the MSU debut. That's usually the first week of campus. You're attending a series of events and activities at the beginning of each semester. So you'll have something for that fall and spring semester to make sure that you're not only engaging with other students around campus, but you're also participating in a few things, whether that's something for learning, if you're going to an educational session, or if you want to do something for fun, maybe silent disco, whatever it is. We have quite a few different sessions for you to be able to attend. With this MSU debut, it's a really good opportunity for you to meet other incoming students that are also coming to Montana State. So if you ever want to learn more information about it, if you just go to our website, montana.edu, and then do the /MSU debut, you can check out some of the events. It's not up to date right now as we're doing a couple finalizing touches on some of those events. But if you are interested to see what we have done in the past, this is an example of what we did last fall for our 2023. We had a food truck rodeo. So legitimately all of the students of MSU just came around. They had yard games, different food trucks there. There was a raffle going on for quite a few different prizes. You have lots of student organizations that also attend the debut event, especially this food truck rodeo. But going into a few different things later, this is a really good time to get connected with different organizations around MSU that you could be a part of, whether it's something that's a club related to your major or something just for fun, like the Dead Lizard Society, for example. If you are going into English, that's a really good one for you. Another event too, and this is very traditional every year, is the M photo. So you could see I have a picture of it here. So our incoming freshman class will get together, put on their MSU shirts for the year, and then you'll make our lovely M in our stadium so that you can have that first day of school pic, which is really exciting. And then you can share that all over your social media to make sure to take your pictures with spirit in your new shirts, all that good stuff. Also during debut, utilizing the stadium that you see on here as well, we'll have a movie night typically here as well. So you'll come, it's kind of picnic style. You should bring a blanket, some snacks, different things like that. Go with your friends and just hang out for a second before you start getting into the running of school, all that good stuff. Also during the week, you have an ice cream social, different games are happening throughout the week as well. Some of those are also included within your residence hall. So various residence halls and their floors have different events to also participate in. I talked about a silent disco. So there was a headphone disco this last year. Sometimes it changes every year, so you'll kind of have something to look forward to there. But that's really exciting. I'm going to skip Catapalooza for a quick second, but go into the sporting events. We have the Gold Rush football game. That's the first game of the season, like I said. So we have a ticket out for that already. So a confirmed spot, which is really exciting. We have a volleyball game happening. It's just a really active time to go out and support your fellow students and meet other students as well, making sure that you're having those connections open. But there's a really huge event. Overall, that's probably one of the most famous ones. And a lot of us like to describe it kind of like that scene on Pitch Perfect, when she's walking along, figuring out where it is that she wants to be a part of, different things like that. And that event is called Catapalooza. Catapalooza occurs during our MSU debut this last year. It was on Friday. So with that, all of our clubs and organizations gather together, starting around the Centennial Mall and expanding out into some various branches of our campus, but we're all clustered together, and you kind of walk through and sign up for those different clubs that you want to be a part of, different organizations. This is a really good time to figure out if you're like, I want to continue being active within my community. If you're a volunteer, you can do that. A lot of people get jobs while they're doing this too. A lot of free coupons to try something out, or just free things in general. A lot of swag happens at this event. It's very highly attended between students, staff, faculty, everyone across campus. Is probably one of the most beloved things that we have on campus, but it's a really awesome opportunity for you to meet all different types of students, whether they're in a specific organization that you're looking for, or maybe bumping into someone and starting a friendship there. Going into some really important things before you are really starting to get to Montana State, I guess is the best way to say, is making sure that you're on top of some of this stuff. You probably get a lot of communication from us already, whether it's texts or emails, which all of those texts and emails come from real people, throwing that out there. So with that, if you need help, reply to that and ask for help. We're happy to help you. One of the most important things, though, that we will always push to make sure that you're on top of just coming to Montana State this fall, spring, whatever it is that you're potentially coming for, but hopefully fall 24, is you want to make sure to check your undergraduate admissions checklist. So to get into your undergrad admissions checklist, this is kind of a good layout here. So you go to montana.edu and you want to go to your My Info. This is what it's going to look like. So for those of you guys that maybe have not heard of your undergrad admissions checklist, make sure to reach out to your admissions counselor so you can ask for help on how to get there, because this is what we go through to make sure that you're on track and making sure that we have everything that you need for coming this fall. In this checklist, you can see your scholarships that were offered. Make sure you accept your scholarships in there. Make sure that you've signed up for housing and orientation. All of that is located on your undergrad admissions checklist. Also, in your My Info portal, just in general, if you have been offered a financial aid package, that's also located in this portal. So this is really important for you as a student coming to Montana State. Accepting scholarships, like I said, you could do that in your undergraduate admissions checklist with us here, or in the undergrad admissions checklist in your My Info. You could also apply it with the Office of Financial Aid through a paper, but it's most important to know that when you're accepting scholarships here, it's a non-binding process. So you're not giving us a blood oath that you're coming here to Montana State. It's just letting us know that, hey, keep me in mind, save my spot, all that good stuff. Another really important thing is you're going to want to make sure to register for orientation. So this kind of goes through this checklist here. You'll go into your undergraduate admissions checklist. You can sign up for orientation through there. With that, you'll want to make sure to do your online pre-orientation before coming to your in-person orientation. Along with that, you'll also have your housing information in there. So if you have not completed housing, again, it's a non-binding process. You'll want to make sure to do that as soon as possible. If you have not yet, there is a $300 deposit that comes with the housing. So make sure that you are on top of making sure that all of that is submitted. If you have not applied yet, doesn't mean we're not going to take you. It just probably means that if you put Yellowstone or Highlight, because there are two newest residence halls, as your top pick, the ability to get that is probably not as high compared to those who applied right when it opened. But all of our freshmen are always guaranteed housing at Montana State. With that, move-in day, what it looks like here at MSU, that will begin August 18th. With that, you'll want to make sure to register and sign up for a move-in time. Those move-in times will open up on July 8th. You'll get lots of information about that as the summer goes on. We'll also have a move-in webinar. More information is also to come out on that. But with move-in, you have a 2-hour move-in block. If you are coming to orientation 4, you will move in early on August 17th. However, if you need a move-in, an early move-in, and are not coming to orientation 4, you'll definitely want to make sure to sign up for that early arrival form and make sure that it's approved through housing. All right, so what do you need with your room? Most of the rooms come with a long twin bed, except they're regular twin beds in the quads and Roski. They'll have a closet, trash can, desk, chair. If you're interested in seeing what your residence hall that you're moving in looks like, you can go to the housing website, and they have that all available in there. Some things to bring, really important stuff, is your desk items, making sure that you have your pencils, all that good stuff that you'll need for your academics. Some shower items, want to make sure that you're smelling good all the time. Some laundry items, linens, different appliances if you're interested in, like, you know, having a steamer because you're looking to always look nifty during the school year, all that good stuff, and miscellaneous things. Make sure that you can make your dorm feel like home. That's the most important part. I'm going to skip over this FAQ session, and we can, if you have questions, definitely reach out to your admissions counselors, as we'll be popping into this break room. But before we get into our break rooms, you'll definitely want to make sure that you guys, when you're going into the break rooms, there is a 3-dot circle at the bottom of your screen. So with that, you'll want to select joining a break room from there. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this session. Again, at the bottom of your screen for your WebEx, there should be a circle with 3 dots on it. And when I have those break rooms available, you guys are going to be able to get into that. We'll go ahead and skip that. What we're going to do instead is answer some frequently asked questions that I skipped over when we were in our slideshow that I was showing you guys. So with that, there was quite a few questions that you guys were throwing out in the chat. So with that, if you guys are interested in having anything specifically answered, we do have our admissions counselors available on standby so that they can answer some of those questions. So with that, we're gonna get some of those frequently asked questions available for you guys answered. So with these questions, some of the more popular ones that we were asked about in our various meetings, some of the questions that you guys threw in when you were signing up for this event was especially pertaining to clubs, different things like that. How do you participate in a club? How do you sign up? Like I said, when we were in our slideshow, MSU Debut is a huge opportunity to really be able to find those different clubs that you might be looking for on campus, whether you want to join something for your religion or something for your major, different opportunities like that. We have a really awesome page on our website. It's called Cats Connect. So if you go to montana.edu and go to our website, if you type in Cats Connect, that's where you could see all of the different clubs and organizations that we offer here at Montana State. So with those different organizations, if you're looking for a club, you'll find that on there. If you're looking for an intramural sport, I saw that question a lot too. Those that we offer are also offered on on there through Cats Connect. So you could see who you need to reach out to, if there's fees associated with that specific intramural sport, anything like that. That's all available on the Cats Connect. So if you have the time, please go check that out. Another huge question that we've been getting asked quite a bit while we were here, getting those different questions assigned, all that good stuff, is FAFSA. Let me tell you, I'm with you. I'm a grad student right now, so FAFSA has been a whirlwind, but I really want to thank you for the patience that you've had with that. The most important thing to know is that when the FAFSAs went out, there were still quite a few errors with it. So what our financial aid department decided to do is, instead of just giving you some willy-nilly number, we wanted to make sure that you were being insured and having the best scholarship, financial aid package, all of that good stuff behind FAFSA available for you as a student. So it's really important that you make sure to keep track of your email, because through your email, we will send out an email from our Office of Financial Aid stating that your package has been made and that you have accessibility in it. So to see that package, we went over that in the slideshow. You'll want to go into your My Info portal and check it out in there. If you have not seen the My Info portal, I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen with you just so that you can check out what that looks like if you have not gone in there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my web browser here with you guys so that you can check this out. So we're going to go to montana.edu. So this is our main page here. Within here, if you just go to student or faculty or staff member, whatever it is, you have a banner up here. You have D2L. This is where you're going to be able to log into your classes. My Info is what we have been talking about quite recently, this entire webinar. So this is where you'll be able to access that undergraduate admissions checklist. So you just click that and you'll log into your My Info here. At the very top, you'll have tabs available. With these tabs, you will be able to check out being able to apply or buy a parking permit. You'll be able to log into your undergraduate admissions checklist, see what you have left, log into your financial aid portal, accept your bill. All those good things are available in there. So make sure you definitely checked that out. I see a lot of questions also coming through on housing. I want to let you guys all know that with our housing, going into that a little bit, if you are interested in knowing when the next round is going out for housing assignments, that's going to be on May 16th. So literally in 8 days, you can see if you have not been able or if you have not gotten an assignment yet, you'll potentially get that out on May 16th. If you do have any questions regarding your roommate, anything like that, housing would definitely be the best option to ask about, if you need to change a roommate or maybe your roommate withdrew, all those good questions. Of course, you could always contact your admissions counselors and we can help you through that process as well. But with that specifically, if you have questions about maybe being able to pay the deposit, all that good stuff, housing is a really good option to contact. With our 12 different residence halls that we offer students, there's a lot to choose from. So specifically for housing, if you're interested, like I said earlier, in checking out those different residence halls that we have to offer, you could again go back to our main website as I am on here. You could type in housing in the search bar available right here. Or if you're interested in going another way, instead of typing, if you just click this student life piece right here on the banner, there's a housing and residence life tab. So in here, it takes you to the actual housing website. It's really important to go to this website too, because if you're looking for more clear instructions on what it is that you should be bringing, maybe things that you should not be bringing to campus, if you want to look at what those different residence halls look like, that's all available through here. If you want to check out your rooming assignments, all that good stuff, that's available through your housing portal. So this is what your housing portal looks like Hopefully quite a bit of you have already gone into that. If you haven't, you should definitely check it out, apply for housing through there. But on here, a really good aspect is this frequently asked questions available on their website. So on here, you can really check out logging in, completing the application, some roommate things. And then as you keep going down, it tells you all those different opportunities on what it is that you should be bringing, different things like that. Probably one of my favorite things to talk about outside of MSU is what the weather is like as you're coming to Montana. What should you expect from Montana? I've been living in Montana since 7th grade. I'm from the Eastern Highline. So the weather from Eastern Highline is very different to what the weather is like here in the Bozeman area. So in the Eastern Highline, we don't have any mountains, where here in Bozeman, you're surrounded by the pure beauty that a lot of people look forward to with Montana. Probably one of my favorite things, though, is that when it comes to the weather, it's very nice and forgiving here, which I really appreciate. Don't ask me what the weather looks like today because we got a snowstorm out of the blue, but that's Montana for you. Every state has a little bit of some weather and it decides what it wants to do. It's Mother Nature, right? We got a snowstorm today, which I was not expecting, when 2 days ago it was 60 degrees. So that's kind of what we're going through right now, is getting rid of the last couple flurries that we have and getting into our true spring. So that's really exciting. But the best thing about Bozeman is that it's not too hot and it's not too cold here. So with that, what I mean is our average temperature in Bozeman, for a high, we usually sit about 80 degrees. So it's a little warm, but it's not uncomfortable. When we start getting to our like 90 degrees, a little bit higher to like 95, you'll see some of us having a little bit of a hard time. I'll be sweating without a doubt. If you're like, hey, that's easy peasy, congratulations, I'm very happy for you. When it comes to the winter, though, I also like to say we sit in a nice medium as well. Our average winter temperature sits about 25 degrees. So for some of you guys, that might be a little chilly. I will tell you, during the fall semester, you want to make sure to bring a winter coat, or at least have something with sustenance on it. If you don't bring one, that's totally okay. We do have lots of stores around here where you can buy your big fluffy coats to make sure that you're warm. But if you're looking online, you'll notice that sometimes when you're looking at sweaters, they have ratings for the coldness. So that's a really good thing to look at if you're trying to be really prepared when you come this fall semester. So that's kind of what you should expect in Bozeman. We do have our cold snaps every now and then. Like I said, our winter storm that we just got today, I personally was not expecting that because it's been 70 the last couple weeks. But you have a cold snap here and there where sometimes it can get to -20. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have to be outside, but if you're going to classes, you'll wanna make sure to hustle a little bit to get to your next class. However, we do have heat here, so that's not a worries, which is really nice because when it's -20, sometimes it's just not nice to be outside. But that's the beauty of Montana. You get all 4 seasons, which is something that I really love and appreciate, but it's just not something that you get very common with the -20s. We sit about 25, 30 degrees. So I think that's the best part, because back home, -20, -30 is very normal for us every winter, where here it's like, oh, wow, we're getting a little bit of a snap. Going into just like the Bozeman area, because this is something that I did when I was a freshman in college. I did not bring a vehicle my freshman year. In the Bozeman area itself, we have quite a few different transportation opportunities. So within Bozeman, we have a bus system or a shuttle system. It's called the Streamlined Bus System, and it has a few different stops around Bozeman, and it goes out to our local communities of Belgrade and Livingston as well. I really suggest trying that out while you're here, whether you bring a vehicle or not. It's definitely a great way to experience the Bozeman area and see all of our different places that we have to offer, whether you're going to be over by Four Corners, or if you're going to try Belgrade, Belgrade. It's only 7 miles from us. Might as well check it out. That's where I live. I commute in every day, and I really enjoy just the town that I'm surrounded by. But within the Bozeman area, it stops at all the big places that you might be needing while you're here. So like your Walmart or your Target, Winco, our grocery stores, different things like that. It'll take you out there too, so that'll be really nice. But if you're interested in checking out Livingston as well, that's definitely one of the touristy towns that everyone should check out because there's great little shops down there. So if you're trying to find a gift for Mother's Day or for Christmas, different things like that, you have a direct access to go over to Livingston with that streamlined bus system. So you just hop on and it's free, which is really nice for you guys as students coming in. We do also have Uber and all of those things over here too, but freshmen are allowed to bring their vehicles their first year. So our parking permits go on sale on August 1st. So if you guys are looking at that opportunity to buy a parking permit, you'll just want to make sure to be a little bit awake earlier in the day on August 1st so that you can secure your parking pass. As you get through your years here at MSU, your parking gets a little bit larger. It starts a little bit more confined your freshman year, but as you go through your 4 years here, it'll start getting larger with all these different parking lots that you'll be available to park in. So make sure that you are up early August 1st to secure that. Some other things just around the Bozeman area, if you guys have not been here before, or if you're coming to Montana for the first time, we talked about it, but definitely having the ability to really secure yourself in what Bozeman has to offer you. So for example, if you haven't tried skiing before, you want to try that out. We have Bridger Bowl 20 minutes from us, so you can try that for a class even here if you're interested in trying something new that way. Or you could just go to the hill and you can try that way. That's what I did. I never took a class. I went full throttle, tried it, had a great time. And like I said, I'm a pro 2 times in and I'm just so good at it now. But we do have a shuttle, and this is where I was getting into that a little bit. We have a free shuttle that meets outside of our sub building, and that is a free shuttle that'll take you from campus, Montana State University's campus, and it'll drive you over to Bridger Bowl. So if you're interested in just hopping on that and being able to go there, it's really popular for a lot of our students. A lot of our students end up going to class in their gear, especially if they only have one class that day, and then hopping on that shuttle with their skis, their snowboard, whatever it is, and then coming back for the evening, all that good stuff. If you're interested in partaking in the Big Sky festivities, we do have a shuttle that also goes there, but it's $5 round trip. So it's definitely a steal if you're interested in participating in the Big Sky ski hill. I will say it's a little bit farther away, so if you're interested in doing that, I really suggest it, especially during the weekend as a weekend activity, and then come back, enjoy just the town of Bozeman, but also what MSU has to offer you too. So that kind of goes into the food that we offer here at MSU. You'll find all different types of food within the Bozeman area, but one of my favorite things to really brag about is our food on campus. It's not regular college food that a lot of students don't end up loving. Typically, what we find here is a lot of happy people with happy bellies. 25% of the food that we serve on campus comes from local farmers and ranchers, so we're really proud of that. Also within the community too, they're searching of different ways to really be sustainable with our food sourcing. So they've started growing their own herbs, different things like that. So that's something to really look forward to in what MSU does, and just helping our community that way, not only with our farmers and ranchers, but being more sustainable, those different options like that. With that, we are at 7:01, and just to be respectful of anyone's time, of everyone's time, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end our session. Please, if you guys have questions, feel free. It was thrown in the chat if you have questions to reach out to our admissions office. I know we were not able to meet so many people, so many of you guys that are coming from different states, but we were kind of able to see where you guys are coming from, which is really exciting. Make sure to utilize the Facebook pages for the respective years that you guys are graduating so that you can meet each other that way. Make sure to keep up on your housing emails to see if you've gotten your assignment assignment and your roommate and all that good stuff. And there's a lot of opportunities to make sure that you're in touch with those students that are coming in around you. So with that, if you have any questions pertaining to what it's like to come to MSU, what you need to finish to come to MSU, all that good stuff, please feel free to give us a call at the admissions office. Your counselors have been texting you, so text them through there, send them an email, and you'll get a response typically within a day with that. So with that, I want to thank all of you guys for coming today and bearing with us as we had our technical difficulties. Thank you so much again for coming, and we are so excited to see you guys this fall coming in as our new class of 2024. Again, if you have questions, let us know. But with that, we will see you very, very soon. Thanks for coming, guys.